Hi, it's Wasabi. Welcome back to the channel. We've got a battle on the WOTCCASIA map, and we've got MarchionessPandaRouge from ATT clan, and they're in the Char 75. This is the tier 9 loot tank box, the light tank. Just got a 6-shot auto-loading, which automatically fires 3 shells on each shot, as you might have seen before. Panda Rouge means a red panda, of course, and that's the logo of the clan. There's also been another red panda, I think might have been RPS, using the same logo, but that's alright. Alright, now, light tanks. Okay, spotting, getting assisted damage, but also being able to shoot. And with this gun, yeah, as soon as you press the button you fire 3 shells automatically, so it goes bang bang bang. That is a mechanism that you can use to fire a single shot, but you see 3 shots being fired. And it goes straight into reload. Now it's also got a similar travel mode to the wheeled vehicles, so you can see the logo there, so you can go into high speed mode. But anyway, this is more about the gameplay, not so much the tank itself, but of course the auto-loading mechanism is a bit of an inhibiting factor, or an advantage depending on how you use it, so let's see what happens. Also, as you can see, fairly limited ammunition carry. Already fired 3 shots and down to 39 shots, and if I think of the clip with 6 shots in it, that you will basically use at least 3 shots each time you fire, but yeah, it doesn't really mean it lasts that well. So let's see how the battle goes. Now, the stage of the game, it's going to be pretty static, so let's just jump forward a little bit until the next move. So just going forward a little bit in time. So the battle is progressing. And is it time to move? Alright, so what's happened so far is that now each side has lost 3 tanks, and they're down by about 2,000 hit points, or in fact a little bit more than that. But no targets so far. So again, let's just jump forward a little bit. Does pick up another target there, just taking advantage of tanks pushing out, and it's the real Donald Trump apparently. Oh, I'm glad that Donald Trump plays well at tanks. That's very interesting to know. Alright, game has advanced there even further down in hit points, and Marchioness has managed to pick up now 1200 hit points of damage. And now we're into a more active phase of the battle. So coming now to the sort of the A line. They seem to have pushed back the tanks that were there. There you go, just ran into a fixed object on the map now. That's always a bit misleading, seeing tanks, dead tanks on the map, but they're not destructible. Alright, she's asking Brass for help, but coming up here, is she going to spot anyone up here? Here we go. Indian Panzer puts the first 3 shots in. Indian Panzer hasn't really reacted, it's starting to react. Gets the next 3 shots in. You can see how quickly they go in, and leaves them on 103 hit points, and then gets taken out by the Barask. So it finally got in front in terms of tanks, and starting to close the gap in terms of hit points. So It's taken Marchioness up to 2.4k. But again, you've got to be pretty certain of your shots before you press the button because of the amount of ammo you're carrying. So, looking at the 7032, just trying to find the weak spot before firing. Can you get the lower front plate or the turret? Enough to get a kill there, so that's fine. And of course, firing premium rounds here, so trying to maximise the opportunity for getting damage. So that's given her a first kill. And just waiting in this position here, trying to pick up the Progetto 66. That'd be a nice juicy target, but now they've got, oh, there goes Donald Trump, so just waiting for the reload. No, they know they're spotted. That's the T-54E1. But going to get shots into the rear here, I think, so just poking forward, trying to get a clear shot and then pulling back. Now they're at the edge of view range, so this is pretty safe. 3 shots in, get the next clip in, might get the kill here. Oh, they need 2 shots penetrate, leaves them on 52 hit points. Now artillery, I weren't spotted, but artillery has decided, yep, they must have got a bit of information from the T-54E1 of where they were being hit from. Or maybe the brass was spotted, it's a bit hard to tell, but certainly Artie getting told to shoot here. So just holding back while they're reloading. Things back to sort of equilibrium, so this match could go either way. And then artillery comes in again. So pretty dangerous position in that sense, but trying to pick up some more targets. I'm not sure what sort of help you're going to get from the cheaper prototype there, but well, they're moving up, so that's good. And trying to get shots on this Progetto 66. But it looks like they're behind hard cover, so not showing anything to say that they're going to be a target here. Now, just under 6 minutes to go. This map is not completely notorious for draws, but it does happen fairly frequently, so sometimes you've got to basically push towards the end of the game when you may not be willing to, but sometimes you just need to, take a risk and get rid of them. So they finally got rid of the Progetto 66 that was holding up charge there. Now there's only one remaining tank there that should let them push forward a bit. Just a prototype moving up to try and take on that defender, and Marchioness now feels safer to push right up to the end here and see if they can spot the Artie or in fact any of the TDs that are there. Now potentially got a shot on the defender, but it's going to depend a bit on the angle. And alright, front of the tank, not a good thing. Front of the turret also not a good thing. Getting on the lower front plate, they could work, but you can see how big the reticle is from this distance, so it's not a guaranteed shot. They can put their turret on the side, that might be a worthwhile shot. They're moving around a bit, so turning sideways, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Get the first 3 shots in, and getting the next 3 shots in. So doing well here, and finally the defender goes down. So it's taken Marchioness up to 5.1k, so getting some good damage here. And again, just waiting for the reload. The brass pushing up. You could do some spotting while you're waiting, of course, just pushing up and pulling back again, but just being safe here, waiting for the reload. Okay, just about reloaded now, here we go. Alright, there's Scorpion, just looking for an angle there, not seeing it, just out, here we go. Right, got an outline, now fully behind cover, so this will be unspottable. Unless there's someone else close by. 3 shots in, Scorpion hasn't moved. gets the kill, and down now to 6 shots left. So this is going to be interesting. 5.8k of damage. How much more can you get? Now, there's still quite a few tanks left. And the Brask holding back, maybe also reloading. But Marchioness coming up here. Trying to do some spotting. Are there any more tanks close by? Are they in danger? But again, not worth popping up until you've got your shells reloaded. You can see the low profile of the tank, so just staying behind the berm here, being completely unspotted, and even unspottable. So taking advantage to move up into the bush here. Okay, this the Progetto 46 has been spotted. It takes a hit from the Charioteer. Charioteer is there but pulls back. But, luckily, she's got plenty of hit points left. That was a nice hit, but should be unspotted now. The Progetto goes down. So there's now only 3 tanks left. There's the M41, the Charioteer who's now popped out, and here we go. It's going to get sacrificed, I think. No, holds the shot. Just wants to make full use of the clip. Oh, there's the M41. No, it doesn't want to fire any. Well, yes, uses 3 shots to get 200 hit points of damage. That's over 6k, so this has turned into a very good game. And now 3 shots left. How can you get the most out of this and not die before you get your shots off? That's the equation. It's the Charioteer and the T30. There is only 1:40 left in the game. And they know where the T30 is, and the T30 knows that people are coming here. Charioteer is down in the ditch and getting harassed by the ISU, who takes them out. So now it's just the T30. Hopefully the T30 is being distracted now. It does sound like they've fired, so safe to push in. Marchioness comes up behind, should get some rear shots in, and does. 1, 2, 3. That's as much damage as she's going to get. Completely out of shells. T30 goes down. 1 minute to go, and that's the end of the game. Okay, 6.6k of damage, nearly 6.7. Now, I'm reliably told that this may be the highest damage for this particular tank on the Asia server. I think the top damage for this tank overall is about 6.8k, which means you've used all your shells. So it just shows the limit of the damage you can do. But anyway, congratulations to Marchioness for that. 3 kills. Damages earned the High Caliber Award and the Tank Sniper Award for shooting over at least 300 meters. And you can see she's got 3 marks on the tank, so she's been doing pretty well in this tank. And all that activity has earned the Ace Tanker Mastery badge. So let's have a look at the team score. All right, finished on top with 1332, and the Chieftain prototype that she got quite a bit of assistance from has done over 3k and got nearly 1200. So great teamwork there, and definitely supporting it. Even the Brask was supporting, although not quite as effectively. But on the enemy side, the Charioteer has picked up over 3k, some of that from Marchioness, and the Object 7032 that she took out fairly, well, not to say early, around the mid part of the match, doing nearly 3k. So that was a good get to get rid of that tank. That was definitely holding up the middle there. Anyway, great game there. Let's have a look at the details here. So 42 shots fired, that is every single shell in the tank. 37 hits, so pretty good shooting there. 34 penetrations, also showing what you can do. We're using the premium shells exclusively, and you really have to take that decision that you're going to be all or nothing with those shells because of the way the clips work. It's one of those tanks, and there's a few of them in the game now that you really, due to the limited carry, you've got to decide, yep, you're going to fire all premium or you're going to fire none. So now you can, if using your field modifications set up that way as well if you want, so that when you're going to the game, you've got that opportunity at the start while the clock is ticking down to switch not just your equipment, but also your shell loadout. So that is some consideration you can take as well if you're top tier, and there's mostly tier 8s, then you can afford to take the standard shell. So some good credits earned there in terms of income, but the outgoing's quite substantial. So not just 184 on shells, but also 80,000 on consumables. So that's every single consumable being used, including food. So it's pretty substantial there. So a net loss of 103k, but to get that damage total in this tank on the Asia server, setting that record, that is certainly something you can hold up. So great game there from Marchioness. I hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing that. There's more great content to follow. Thanks very much for watching.